I have a all solid Koa wood guitar. All solid Koa wood is pretty expensive. The solution to this is just buying directly from China, which if you look at these eBay articles, but a lot of people are turned off by the idea of buying something from China. This is in fact all solid wood. How you can tell it's all solid wood is by looking on the inside and kind of matching what the outside looks like, because the pattern should more or less directly match. Finishing is pretty nice. It's a pretty heavy lacquer finish. I don't mind finishes like this. You can watch this video, hopefully linked right there. There's other things that you can do to a guitar that improve the sound quality, which I did. I've already put Tusk bridge pins in, and again, there's an argument with that bridge pins don't really change the sound quality. There's the tone bar that you can do. Again, I'll try to put a picture of that tone bar. I'll try to do that one day. Bridge slotting. Here's another one, I think by Driftwood Guitars, saying that if you slot you get better break angle, which puts better tension on the top of the top wood. Another thing I did was I put real Gotoh tuners on, because they shipped with ones that said Grover. I don't think they were real Grover tuners. There's a few things that I wanted to say about the buying process. The guitar that you look at on the eBay site is likely different from the one that are in the pictures, because they're likely using one of the nicer models that they had. I recommend not buying any of them that don't say that they're solid, because you don't know what you're getting and you don't know the kind of construction, and returning these guitars is a pain in the butt. Expect that there'll be some finishing errors. There's a finishing error on mine on the fretboard. The fretboard itself is actually not, there's some cracks in the fretboard, like really, really small hairline cracks. That really doesn't worry me a whole lot. I have a pretty good luthier that can fill that in and clamp it and glue it and make it look pretty. And that's another thing is that expect to put a little bit of money and work into these guitars once you get them. Maybe some fret work. I know that when I bend notes, I get the grittiness of the frets. They don't feel very smooth. So it feels like it kind of needs a little bit of a fret job, which is something that I anticipated. I anticipated putting $200 to $300 worth of work into this guitar, which I was okay with, because even then I paid $650 for this guitar. After that, that's still under, well, counting the tuners and stuff, around $1,000 for a really nice all solid Koa wood guitar. I mean, you could judge all you want. You could, but this is a pretty stunning guitar, and I really can't find. I mean, I did research for a while. I looked at Taylor Koa minis and all that. I still couldn't find really anything that came close to the quality, at least the looks of this. And this is truly, again, all solid wood. Negotiate with the seller, so always bid on it, or not bid, but make an offer on it, because they have these listed for a little over $700, and my first bid was $580 just to get the conversation started, and they were like, no way. But I worked up to like $650, which I felt was a pretty good price for something like this, and they accepted that. So definitely make offers on these guitars. They want to get rid of them. The other thing is try to avoid the ones with really crazy inlays. I see those on Facebook Marketplace all the time, and people have a hard time getting rid of them. But something like this, you'd have an easier time getting rid of if you wanted to sell it, because it's way more understated and kind of a classic look. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little sound test. All right, so what's the final verdict for me? I think it's a pretty cool guitar. I think it looks way prettier than it sounds. I have a Yamaha FG5, which you could see kind of a review or just an overlook, which sounds like way more open and way more clear and louder. But I really wanted a pretty guitar that I could just play, especially for like gigs and stuff, because part of playing guitar isn't just like how it sounds, which I think a lot of people get consumed by, is like getting the most perfect sound out of something. But I think, at least especially when I was younger, I was way more interested in how things looked, and that inspired me to play more. And I think when I've lost that, I stopped being as like inspired to play. So that's why I was interested in getting something like this, is because I wanted to get like reignite my inspiration to like play again. So I really think like having a cool looking guitar is kind of important for a guitarist. And I think like having those guitars that are like literally their only purpose is to sound good is also important. But I missed being or having that inspiration when I was younger, which was caused by having like guitars that I just thought were cool. Because that's honestly a big reason why we all started playing guitar, because we thought it was cool. Anyways, I hope you found this was useful. If you're interested in getting one of these, I'll try to post links and stuff of where you can find them on eBay. But anyways, that's it. See ya. Goodbye.